on to you, Scorpio. So you Scorpios have the Temperance, the Devil, and you Scorpios have the King of Swords right here. So a lot of you very much so are in a situation where a lot of you Scorpios are using your wisdom. You're using your past experiences to make sure that when you interact with others now, you are very much so street smart. You hip to the game, and that you're able to read a lot more situations way better compared to how you used to. The Devil and the King of Swords represent, and because of that, a lot of people, like I said before, are going to have a harder time dealing with you, because you Scorpios are going to know exactly what it is that people are doing, and you're going to have a mind. You always did have a mind of your own, but you're going to have a mind of your own that knows what's happening, right? Because what it is that you Scorpios lacked in the past was knowledge, as opposed to, now you know a lot more. So anyway, the Ten of Wands and the Four of Wands right here represents how, since that's the case, a lot of you Scorpios very much so are choosing to do things the way that you want to. And like I said before, that's going to throw people kind of a left curveball, or throw people through a loop, because now it's like, okay, how is it that they can manipulate you better, right? Like, how is it that people can get on that side of you where they get you confused, and they don't, and they get you wrapped around their finger? And the truth is that they're not going to be able to, because the Ten of Wands and the Four of Wands represents what's going on, and you paying attention to this type of thing, right? Things are good with you Scorpios because the Four of Wands, you're getting your house situated. You're putting yourself in a very good situation by staying focused on what you Scorpios need to do, and not necessarily on what other people want you to do and what they need to do. So a lot of you Scorpios are being selfish, but you're being selfish in the correct way. So as a result of this, right, this is very good for you, because what this means for you Scorpios is that you Scorpios are in a situation where a lot of people, you're becoming better, and the way that you interact with others is completely changing. How you used to interact versus now how you interact with others. So now when you interact with others, right, you're going to be a lot more aware as to what could happen. Now, a lot of times people don't want to hear about the negativity, but they don't seem to understand that when it comes to a thought model, right, when you want to succeed in something, the best thing for you to do, or I should say a better thing for you to do, is to think about what it is that you want, and then think about all the things that could stop you from getting what it is that you want, and then creating a plan to make sure that those things are not very much so a problem for you, which will have you actually get to where it is that you want to go in the first place. So the Four of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, right? The Four of Cups represents people wishing that they would have given you a chance, but the Eight of Pentacles represents it's already too late. It's already too late for that. They should have most definitely given you a chance. Or maybe it's you Scorpios thinking about how they should have given you a chance, because a lot of good things is now starting to pop off for you. But like it is that you already know, it's already too late. They should have given you a chance before they should have, given you a chance to actually shine. And truth be told, Scorpio, that's part of people's problems. Why it is that they end up fumbling you, it's because of the fact that they so caught up with the fame and trying to get you Scorpios to do something that they want you to do and get money, because you Scorpios represents money and inheritance and all of that. They don't seem to understand that you Scorpios who have a mind on y'all, a lot of y'all can always attract money, but it's only when the Scorpio, such as yourselves, start to become a lot more business minded is when you start to pull in a lot more money. You got to understand that Bill Gates is a Scorpio. You know, Condoleezza Rice is a Scorpio. You know, they hold some of the most influential positions in the world, right? So you have to, you know, you really have to take into consideration that, you know, you as Scorpios, y'all are not bums by any stretch of the imagination. As a matter of fact, y'all are not bums. It's just that what it is that in this particular situation, right, y'all got people who was around you, not anymore, who really put the cart before the horse, and they thought that you would never succeed. They got very impatient. The greed got the better of them to where they didn't trust the process that you Scorpios was going through. Because ultimately, the process that you Scorpios was going through is the heartbreak that you Scorpios were experiencing from trying to take other people seriously, to give them the commitment that so many people act like they want. Because that's another thing too that we need to address in this reading. So many people act like they want a commitment, but in actuality, that's not really something that they really want, because they say so much that they want a commitment and all of that, but then when they actually have someone in front of their face, like you Scorpios, trying to take them seriously, what do? They get quote unquote bored, or they start to look at it like, oh, this is whack, start cheating, or start trying to get to know other people, which makes them completely delusional. Because a successful, functional relationship isn't boring at all. It's actually quite exciting. See, excitement is subjective. Like, this is dysfunctionality in a toxic relationship is what it is that some people call an exciting relationship. That's stupid. Having, always having, their position threatened by an outsider. That's not exciting. That's insulting, because it shows that it means that goes to show you how their position has no real value to it, because it means that anybody at any point in time can come through and knock them off of that pedestal, or knock them off of that position at any current point in time. Why would anybody want to exist with somebody where their position is not secured at all, no matter how much work they put in? That just seems like nihilism to me. But this is what it is that you have out here, Scorpio. So it really goes to show you how you Scorpios were pretty much right the whole time. And they ones from the past, the exes and all of that, the people that you try to get to know, it really goes to show you how real, one-sided and stupid they actually are. They're not, and it's because of this, it's because of the fact that, Two of Pentacles, it's a little bit frustrating for you, but you Scorpios, it's a trade-off, because it's better you Scorpios be in this position than you date these individuals that don't bring anything to you. They can do nothing for you. I'm telling you what it is. If you Scorpios were to get back with any one of the people that you have tried your endeavor best to date or have dated, they're not going to be able to offer anything to you, because they're not interested in bringing value to anybody's relationship that they happen to be in. They're only looking to take. And you Scorpios were bringing too much, right? Or you were bringing a whole lot. You Scorpios were trying to bring in commitment. You were trying to get the person to trust you. And on top of that, you Scorpios was trying to help them build a life with it. It's the two of you. And a lot of people also don't take this into consideration too. Why would you Scorpios want to have somebody where you're the only person putting in work? That's whack. And the reason why that's whack is that lets you, if you're the only person putting in work, Scorpio, then it means that y'all are the only ones in the relationship. That person is a bystander in their own relationship. That's why there's a lot of people be feeling alone, especially nowadays. They know that the person isn't really invested in them, right? Putting in work helps keep everybody honest, because now they have to be an active member in their own relationship. So now the Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles, is about how you Scorpios now have developed so much experiences and learned from your experiences to the point where you're doing better for yourselves a lot more now, mentally, right, spiritually and financially, and to the point where you're not going to allow someone to just come in and, you know, pump your head up, gas your head up with a whole bunch of nonsense and tell you anything. You Scorpios are going to be not skeptical, but you Scorpios are going to be like nonchalant with it. Like, okay, they told you that they care about you. So what? You Scorpios understand that it's going to take some time for them to actually show you over time how serious they are. So let's clarify the Five of Wands. Excuse me, let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Three of Wands, the Sun, Four of Cups, and then you have the Two of Wands, right? Because, again, this is about how you, Scorpios, really do have to pay attention to how a person is moving, because you got a lot to offer, but you're realizing that a lot of people don't have a lot to offer. So keep that in mind, Scorpio. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The Sun card and the Four of Cups, they coming in with a bag, meaning an empty bag, trying to take from you. So you have to be very careful of this, right? That because you Scorpios will probably be thinking to yourself, Kareem, you talking crazy, right? Not everybody is out to get you. That's not what it is, and I'm saying. That's not what I said at all. The majority of people are trying to take advantage of others, and you have to be very clever about this. There's a whole lot of hypocrisy. There's a whole lot of, intellectual dishonesty going around, and people will gaslight you. People will pump you up to do whatever it is that they want you to do, and you will be at the mercy of others if you are not paying attention to how people try to manipulate you, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying everybody is out to do that, but what I am saying is that you have to pick your battles. You have to sit back and allow people to try to take advantage of you so that you can know which one is trying to do that. You don't want to accuse the person prematurely, right? That's all I'm saying. So the Two of Wands now is about how, and a part of how you know if a person is trying to take advantage of you is if they're in constant competition. If it just seems like they always seem to have a problem with you and they're telling you to leave them alone, and they're not really putting in enough effort, then that's how it is that you Scorpios will know this is not a very good option for you. Maybe you Scorpios are better options than the majority of the people that you're meeting. And it doesn't have anything to do with you're intentionally seeking them out. It's just based upon sheer numbers. Most people want to get caught up in transactional relationships, and i.e. dysfunctional ones. So just from sheer numbers alone, the statistic, you could look this up, but the statistic of a person who's dating, interacting with someone who's going to be parasite to them is 100%. Meaning at some point you will meet someone in your life, especially if you are dating, that will try to take advantage of you. So it has nothing to do with this conspiracy of if you think that people are out to get you. People will be, at some point. So you just have to be prepared to know when they're trying that nonsense and how to essentially neutralize it. But other than that, you Scorpios are very much so on the correct path. A lot of you are focused on what you need to do and what you are about and what your mission in your own life is and what it will continue to be. And that's pretty much it. Peace.